This is Steve, the average gamer, and I've seen a lot of people doing Star Wars, especially Empire at War, playthroughs, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to give this one a shot myself. I've got the Forces of Corruption expansion loaded up, and my plan right now is to play through all three campaigns. I'm going to start with the Zann Consortium on Galactic Conquest, then pivot over to the Rebellion, and then the Empire last, kind of go easy, medium, and hard for each of those. So Galactic Conquest is what we're going to be playing. Origin of we want equal footing actually, 55 planets, tech level 2 starting off. That's where we're going to be going at. I'm going to just do this one on medium, and hopefully you guys relax, have a little bit of a good time, start the game up. And as you notice, the music volume is all the way down. I have seen other YouTubers who have done this, and they don't have and they see a lot of takedown notices come along. So objectives. Many worlds have been corrupted by the Zann Consortium, but the Empire and Rebellion are taking notice, and as a result, more of their forces are being devoted to eliminating them. So, victory conditions, wipe out the Rebellion, wipe out the Empire. Easy peasy, let's get to work. So turn on all the conditions here. And one of the first things I remember doing in this game, I've done it before, is just start cranking out, especially on the planets where you can get a boatload of creds right away. I'm not planning on doing much assaulting right out of the gate. If anything, I'm probably just going to move some of my forces to some of the larger planets, getting them away from, not away from, but more toward the core, so that when they do start coming when the forces do start coming toward us, they're going to be able to do something. And of course, you see Ipori has a lot there. Ryloth doesn't have much going on, so I'll move those mainly to that perimeter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move Tiberzon and Uri Fen also up into there. So, yes, first I need to actually establish a black market, so we'll build a couple of defilers on Ryloth, a couple on Mandalore. Note that one of these main Zann buildings, this is the Zann Consortium Palace. It's the main funding source for this faction. So you notice now Hutta is now generating 1,000 credits per turn. Shola right now only generating 35. Geonosis 720. Ipori 680. Wasn't generating that much earlier, but that's what it's now generating. So first off, we're going to see what we can go do in Corellia, and I believe this is a piracy operation. Yes, it is. Now I've got the $1,000. I'm going to do a space battle real quick. Tiberzon's going to have his big ship, and the objective, raid the orbital satellites.
Destroy the satellites and wipe out the forces protecting them.
Okay, well, number 1, number 2, 3, and 4 for the bombers. Now, if I remember this correctly, it's been a while since I've played this game. It's been a couple of years.
Cannot fail.
And Tiber's ship has the Blast, which the Merciless, his vessel's name is. We'll keep the fighters back a little bit. Yeah, and they've got missiles, which means I gotta move these guys.
Please repeat the communication.
3 and 4 are gonna be moving away.
Skip rate blast boat here.
Get that boat
ready.
Get that blast boat lumped in with number 3.
We're awaiting orders. The galaxy will be mine. Move in for the kill. What is it?
On station. We are ready.
Gonna move those guys up ahead.
Frequency open. We await fleet orders.
Moving
What
to
is your
attack.
order?
3 heading for these. 4. Again, it's been a while since I've done this, so I've got to get used to it all again.
Attack!
Alright, and you got the TIE Defenders who are starting to lay down some damage on the mass drivers on one of these units. And just gonna keep this thing attacking. Over here too, I'm gonna send that one out ahead. Also got a couple of text messages coming in, trying to ignore it while I do this little bit of playthrough. I'll send those blast boats over to do some damage to this thing real quick. Once the shields are gone, it's game over for that Tartan cruiser. Looks like Tiber's vessel's already lost all the shield generators. Come on, drop a couple torpedoes on these stupid blast boats. Fire torpedoes. And note that Tiber is actually taking a lot of damage from these TIE Defenders.
Don't disappoint me. Message received. Like what happens.
The Tartan cruiser's been destroyed at that one. We've already got the missile cruisers going. This is not a good start for me, to be perfectly honest. Tiber ship still taking some serious
I
damage.
already know what it is. You can't
Engage that.
escape.
And I have actually lost my
We are in
entire
position. Enemy target sighted.
Make it
fighter
fast.
squadron. Enjoy.
Blow them to pieces.
And this one's finally been destroyed, so we're sending him over
Awaiting
there.
orders. Retransmit your orders.
Usually a more adept player, not like myself. Again, I am the average gamer. No. Oof. A lot of damage done to those fighters, so.
Attack!
I grow impatient. Time
How
to
about a little
die. If that is necessary.
Tiber is not
I
getting
can do
good
that.
movement at all, and oh yay, I just lost my last blast boat because I didn't realize that Tartan cruiser was still
Engines
operational. So each of these satellites have their own, have a couple of broadside cruisers defending each of them, and also
Report your findings.
these Tartan cruisers. There we go. Finally getting some firepower off on the station. Not a lot, but it's better than nothing.
Fire! Coordinates received.
Send this guy up to engage him.
Weapons online. We're awaiting
Send this guy
orders.
down to take out this stupid thing.
Yes.
Not doing that great, but he's still alive. That's what matters. He's firing. Good. Blow that damn. Oh my god, that was awful.
Station. We are ready. Weapons online. We're
Now the
awaiting
Tartan
orders.
cruiser.
Open fire.
Again, this would be a hell of a lot easier if I had actually played this game and wasn't doing
Just the one? On station. We are ready.
a
Attack that
damn near
target.
blind playthrough on this game. Playing for this is I'm trying to do every 20 minutes or so. Still trying to get a feel for it. I know I want to get a couple of piracy missions out of the way and get my military built up a little bit because I know there's going to be two big attacks coming. We're going to get one attack from the Rebellion, one attack from the Empire, and that attack from the Empire is going to be significant. We're going to probably see about 20 Star Destroyers hyperspace into, if I had to guess, probably going to be Bothwy.
With more troops as experienced and powerful as these,
Not
we'll
mistaken.
take over this galaxy.
What did I get? And I got the Corellian Corvette for corrupting the Corellia system, thankfully enough. Let's see, this one
My
is
skills are yours to command.
Intimidation.
My skills are yours.
I do need to get an Intimidation done. Let's see what Honorica's got. Honorica has Intimidation with Uri Fen. I did Intimidation with Silvery. She's a Night Sister.
Must be frightened into never saying no to us again.
Now we're going to start off in this bottom corner near the stupid Gungan, and the best way to do this one is seems when she has her own little pet Rancor. Summon her right away. Do 1, 2 for the Night Sister on her own Rancor, 3 for Cuddles,
Assault squad reporting.
4 for the Assault Squad, 5 for the Ewok trainers, which,
We appreciate your credits.
if you like the original series but really didn't like the Ewoks in Episode 6, my units for number 5 are the ones you're going to love. The Ewok Handler. Give me a second to read that one. He turns the Ewoks into essentially suicide bombers. Send them all. Note that I'm sending them all up individually. So usually what we'll see for these is let's see if 5 will do it here. Come on, send me one.
Ready for
There goes the Ewok, and 1 Ewok took out 2+ squads in there. So we'll leave Cuddles here to do that. Silvery is going to stay back, but she has this ability called Drain Life, and it is exactly what the name implies.
I'm going.
I sense disturbance.
Come on, Cuddles, let's go. You can see the chairman is that guy in the robes. So
What do
get
you
this
need?
right.
Off
Might
you
even
go
be able to
then.
get around it. So that's Chairman Onama. Shield generator, if you'd had to go through the base is over here. And note there is a torpedo launcher over there. Yep, that's not happening. Okay, so I'm going to send the Rancor over there. I'm sending Silvery straight in. 4, 2, moving 3. There's a Rebel Infiltrator, so they're going to be focusing on him. And while she does this, zappy zappy, the entire squad is down, and she is going to take care of Chairman Anama, Gold Corrupted, and that torpedo launcher. These things are going to be a pain once they start launching little raids, and we'll start launching some raids here in a little bit.
The enemies of the Zann Consortium. If things change, we know who to kill.
Let her finish her speech there. Racketeering is a great one, but I need to do another Intimidation. Uri Fen, I'm going to use him to corrupt the world of Honorica.
We move quickly. Otherwise,
I'm trying to remember what
forces
this
will be
one
overwhelmed by
is.
Nogri assassins. I have heard boastful rumors, but the Nogri assassins of Honorica lack in numbers.
Okay, destroyed
They
3
make up
Nogri
for
camps.
skill.
I'm going to draw a Fen here, and I'm going to actually capture this build pad in case they try to flank around.
A strong message.
And note that the Nogri and Honorica itself is a rebel, or is an imperial world. They're very, very devout to the Empire, and I believe the extended universe it kind of goes into the background of this planet. The Empire kind of hired these assassins, and they also use this kind of chemical to destroy the entire planet's ecosystem. They ruined this planet, and to really keep the Empire from, to keep this group loyal to the Empire. So you've seen they're sending a lot of guys my way right now. I'm going to keep this entire group connected. Proton torpedo launcher. This is the best thing to lay down at any DZ. If you're playing as the Consortium, or if you're playing against somebody as the Consortium, stay away from these things. These things will wreck almost anything that comes their way. The only thing, obviously, they're not good against is against air. So, setting up a little bit closer, this building that just appeared here on the right side of the screen. I'm going to have Uri Fen take care of these guys, while everybody else blows the Jesus out of this guy. We do have a couple of Grenadier squads, just the guys up in front. Excellent, of course, against large groups. Once we get the Merc Assault Squad upgraded with the Disruptor Beams, they're going to be doing a lot of damage, so hopefully we'll be getting that done as soon as I get the Black Market constructed, which is one of the options available. Alright, another building just popped up here on the left. I believe there's one over here on the right as well, so I'm actually going to attack this one here on the right. Yep, there it is. Send everything to that. Notice they're still sending Nogri guys down to try to flank us. Proton torpedo turret, taking them out, no problems whatsoever. And I am losing a couple of units here, it looks like, because I'm focusing heavily. Yep, just lost looks like a Merc Assault Squad. And note these purple beams that are being shot out. That is the Disruptor Beam that the Merc Assault Squad's going to be getting once we get into the later stages of the game, once we get the Black Market built up. And here comes another one, so I'm actually going to pull the speeders off. I'm going to pick these guys apart real quick. Ah, they just spawned another group. Dang it.
Well done.
World's been corrupted. Hooray.
Even Vader's assassins proved no match for our forces. This victory ensures that word of the Zann Consortium spreads quickly.
And Kuat has the ability to put a black market up, so that's what we're going to be setting up. Don't need the kidnapping yet.
Established, and we begin gathering important military
So,
ship data.
back to the Consortium Palace. The Pharaoh right now has 240 credits coming in. I'm going to build that palace real quick. And then I'm also going to send Zann up to Kuat to get a fleet up. You've seen they're starting to move the fleets toward the Corellia system. Now we've got General Veers there, 2 acclimated cruisers. Buzz droid technology, that's great for the fighters, and we have the disruptor technology, which I was talking about. I'm going to buy that real quick. And General Veers just removed the corruption from Corellia.
Construction complete.
So Thefera, Palace is now done. 240 credits to 1630 credits every galactic day. Now pulling in 600, so build that there. Also build it back on Paulus. And I believe Alzoc 3 gets a boatload of funds once that happens. And Ariadu, that gets a black market too. And I don't need a black market at the moment. I'm trying to remember, there is a planet that if you conduct piracy on, and it might be Coralag, you get the acclimated cruisers, these guys, and you can start using bombers against. Yeah, look at that. Alzoc now generating 2,000 credits per day. I'm actually going to build the other two structures on that planet. Taurus, Bestine. Don't have enough funding for Bestine yet. I'm trying to figure out which planet's going to get attacked first. I believe it's usually one of these ones where we have an L2 station up and running. Okay. Oh, we do also have the Maw. I forgot about that. That actually helps us out a lot. So the Maw, this really helps out if you're trying to research and you want to do it on the cheap. Black market prices are 15% lower since we have the Maw. If, let's say, the Empire gets their hands on it, they can research and tech up toward the Death Star a lot cheaper. And also, if R2 and 3PO are making purchases, and they popped up briefly on Naboo earlier, they can also make their tech buys a little bit cheaper too. So Tiberzon is back here at the Maw. I'm going to send him back over to Kuat. Kessel has a piracy operation I could go for a little bit later. Camino has Corrupt Militia and Black Market. Corrupt Militia is actually pretty helpful, especially for these planets. When you need them, if let's say they send Yoda or even Obi-Wan Kenobi to Camino, they remove the corruption, and all of a sudden, boom, they're off-world, they're on their way out. So, who... No, I'm actually going to go for Coralag. Gonna head for that one. I'm gonna start spreading the word of the Zann Consortium. This is an IG-88 mission, so we're gonna be hearing his wonderfully autonomous voice here right now.
Corridor security forces are unusually strong. We'll need to use overwhelming firepower. We fight for the glory of the Zann Consortium.
Okay.
Their defenses contain unusually large ship types. Focus all fire to one ship at a time.
Weapons are online.
Oh, that's right. We've got some Imperial Star Destroyers in the system.
Reporting.
RG-88 responding.
So if I remember this correctly, by the time you engage the second one,
Yes, sir.
When may I expect?
you're gonna be falling under attack. There's one right here we're gonna be seeing just in a moment.
Receiving it
Crusaders'
clearly.
weapons are charged.
Four.
Ready.
What is it?
Yep, there it is.
Primary target
What
sighted.
was that order? Frigate standing
One is gonna engage the hangar right away. As soon as the hangar's gone,
Roger that.
the sooner that they're finished.
Responding.
Your contact is garbled. Please repeat.
Ready for action.
Alright.
Message received.
Nice thing about the mass drivers, they cut right through the shields. And which unit did I not get
Bring 'em
attached
on.
to it?
Starfighter Squadron reporting.
Fours, let's get that one in there.
Standing by.
We are in position.
We're awaiting final orders before attacking.
We've got a couple of time strippers coming in, going to send IG-88 in. He does have the ability to corrupt systems. Note that both of the big markers are now starting to move toward me. It's something that we really can't control in this, in that they do know when you're, as soon as the first ship falls under attack, they're going to send their reinforcements. First Star Destroyer is gone. Second Star Destroyer is now showing up.
Retransmit your orders.
Orders
Some
garbled.
of the
Please repeat.
twos.
We're on station.
Yeah. And just as expected, they are starting to engage. That's an IG-2000 off to engage that.
Engines primed. Frigate en route.
I'm going to break off those two frigates because I do not want to be dealing with two Star Destroyers at the same time. Although I will send the Blasters to knock out that hangar.
Frigate awaiting orders.
As soon as the shield generators are gone, makes things a little easier.
On your engine.
Forming up on lead elements now.
Okay, if I remember this correctly, yes, corrupt systems just kind of frags everything out.
Weapons online. We're awaiting
Awaiting
orders.
orders.
Weapons armed. Lasers locked and ready.
On station. We are ready. Our target priority is
Not
their
gonna
laser
laser
cannons.
batteries.
Weapons online. We're awaiting orders.
Copy.
On station.
Thankfully, the tracker beam generated on the second Star Destroyer decided to just focus on the Tartan Cruiser, so this isn't the Tartan Cruiser, Crusader class gunship, instead of the cruisers. So,
Fire at will.
we'll keep these guys going here real quick. Then we start getting into the last. Engines need to be the first things you guys knock out, because of course once they're knocked out, everything goes so much smoother.
A hard-earned victory. We succeeded in corrupting the planet of Korolok. Timer Zann should be very pleased.
And if I did this right, got acclimated cruisers. So I'm actually going to stop the video at this point. I know we got some movement going in the Kuat system. It looks like they're going to be amassing a fleet near the core worlds. Day 8 is done. And I'm just going to do a quick little pause here. Upload this video to YouTube. See how this does. If it does fairly well, I'll keep cranking out the video. So thank you for watching, and have a great night.